Hi, this is Jason Raschen.
And Justin Raschen.
And this is the auto commentary track to the editing and kind of the music side of making the first episode of Bob and Nick, Linda Finds Out. And listen, why don't you start off with the editing process?
Well, because I directed and wrote, it was a little easier for me personally to edit this because I kind of knew when I was directing it and I kind of knew when I was writing it what I wanted the vision to look like. So editing it was easier because when I was filming it, I was like, okay, I'm going to use this when I edit. I'm not going to use this. This angle is going to work. This angle's not. So the only problem with editing for me was the sound, because sometimes the sound worked and sometimes the sound didn't. So that was the only drawback that you can't anticipate when you're filming, because you don't know what the sound is going to pick up and when it's not. So.
Well, also go into kind of what kind of direction were you having when you were kind of telling Dave to do this cleaning stuff?
Well, I mean, that was more of a directing kind of thing. But as far as editing, you know, what I wanted to do is I particularly like wide shots. So when I film, I use wide shots. And with this, there wasn't a lot of space to do a lot of film, to do a lot of different angles and stuff. So when I was editing, I was only left with maybe one or two angles with this, and so I decided to just stick with this and just watch what he's doing, and then at this point right here is when I switch and go to the wider shot, because he's going to stand up and he's going to do other things.
Now the music you're hearing is a song by the Two Star Symphony called The Marionette, and kind of going into the music I know a lot of people who are in bands, they're singers, songwriters. So I kind of sent a massive email out to them saying, hey, would you guys, is it okay if we could use your music for this? You might not get paid anything at all. And I got some good responses saying, yeah, go ahead and use my song. So while we were actually filming this, I had my laptop open and my earphones in, and I was listening to various tracks while Justin did take after take of these scenes, and just trying to find 2 or 3 songs I thought would fit the scene. And this one off the bat I really thought worked, but I wasn't sure until we actually got into the editing process, and I would give Justin these songs and he kind of listened to the scene and said, okay, this works, this doesn't work, you know. So
yeah, and that's one thing that I hadn't really anticipated, because we had done a short before this, but it was a silent film, and the only thing is when you're editing, you really work a lot with the sound people, with the music people, in that, you know, because when I was editing, I was thinking, okay, well, this song works, but, you know, at this point it doesn't, and this point it doesn't. So we had to do a lot of tweaking as far as one of the songs, not this one, but the, well, actually, yeah, this one here is the song that we had to tweak a little bit, because towards the end, again, going with the sound, you couldn't really hear Bob because the music got louder. So what we ended up doing is we edited the music so that it started over again, very, very light and not real loud, so that you could hear Linda and Bob at the end. And that was, you know, just kind of the stuff you do when you're editing, is you just got to make it work. Speaking of editing, this right here is one of my favorite edits, because it's actually Bob that's doing most of the dialogue there, but I edited, the reason I took that shot and edited that in is because Linda's expression there is just classic. So typically you want to, and then this edit here, you know, you just want to go to a real tight shot so you could get the facial expressions of everyone.
And this kind of was one of those happy accents where we had started the song, is that the song is kind of climaxing louder and louder, and actually is matching the scene perfectly, which is funny because this song was written years before we even, I think, wrote this script. So it turned out to be a really nice happy accident. Would you agree?
Oh yeah, totally.
So yeah, and then as we said, the music did get a little louder. So what we had to do is kind of splice the track in a little bit. So the same song is playing. You don't notice the music change, but it's actually playing a little bit from the beginning versus towards the end of the song. So that
and
was
even though we didn't, we kind of knew the music was going to work here, but one comment that people have made is that they really felt that the music personified the characters. You know, that Chelsea's character, Linda, the music really went along with her personality, and the beginning with Bob cleaning and everything, that music kind of went along with David, who played Bob, with Bob's character. So so it worked out really well as far as the music, and it wasn't. I wouldn't say it was a happy accident, but you know, we were expecting to do that. And then this song here,
the song right now that's playing on the credits is actually the same song that's playing at the beginning credits. It's a song called "Avenue Seashells" by Kennedy Bakery, and incidentally, both Two Star Symphony and Kennedy Bakery are both from Houston, where we're from, and we weren't really looking for Houston musicians, so to speak, but as it happened, we did get two Houston bands.
And the music just turned out great. Yeah, and I really like this song, so I was really happy that we were able to get it. So we were real lucky, and we just want to thank both bands for letting us use their music. And that's it for the commentating track.
All right, thanks for listening.